Mic testing. We're gonna hope that green line means what I think it means. Hello, everyone. Curtis Williams, Project Humanity. Um, Happy New Year. I want to start out and see if we can get things going in a very, how do you say, let's move in a direction of progress for 2022. A couple of things I want to touch base on. Again, you know, I don't like to keep you all day with a long video. However, I will start putting out a lot more videos real soon. The first topic I want to talk about is the environment. Again, I don't just tell you your leadership is failing without an example. If you've been traveling recently, let's just say Georgia on 75, Interstate 75 south of Atlanta, I'd say south of Macon, you probably noticed they have some solar panels out. Missing trees, but solar panels. So I started doing some research online to see if I could find some pictures of, you know, solar panels. Also, missing trees. You can take the time and Google it yourself. It's easy to find. For me, it's your leadership has the idea, you know what, you know, it'd be great for the environment, solar panels. Let's cut down a few square miles of trees and put some up. What? That's the thinking of your leadership. So for me, to do that either says you're trying to make us think you're doing something for the environment, or you literally have zero idea of how to take care of the environment. Which one is it? Either way, you're not the type of people we need in charge any longer. I say we've made it to a technological age where we're ready to go to Mars. We need to hold up a second before we try to do that. If we've made that much advancement, then there's no way we should be treating the planet as if we're going to somehow colonize Mars. Mars is a desert. Why don't you go live in the Sahara instead of going to Mars? It's the same thing. It's nothing there. It's nothing there. You can enjoy yourself in the desert. Right now, we have a planet that we are neglected. Every time you go into a forest area and clear it out, have you taken the time to think about the bees that are living in those trees? You know, the bees that are missing, like we're missing bees. California has to bring bees to the fruit trees to pollinate them because, you know, they cut down all the trees and nobody thought that's where the bees live. So that's why we can't get nothing pollinated, because we killed the bees. Right. So now we're going to do that in the greener areas of the country also. On the East Coast, we're going to put up solar panels in place of trees. No, don't do, that's stupid. Just so you know, that's real stupid. Trees are actually, the vegetation is what cools the planet. Have you not noticed that the more trees you cut down, the hotter the planet gets. The more land you clear, more concrete you put up or put down, the hotter the planet gets. Those things are related more than your fossil fuels. Speaking of fossil fuels, can somebody please stop lying to these people about how much emissions their cars are causing? When you know that overseas shipping containers, the ships put out more pollution than the whole country of cars. So how about we start there? We can make all these cars electric. That's going to increase the shipping containers, right? More ships, more shipping container ships, more pollution because they're not burning regular diesel, they're burning that thick. Really? You're not telling people that. So look that up too, people. Overseas shipping containers. The ships and the pollution that they put out dwarfs any country full of cars. It dwarfs countries of cars. So putting up more electric stations is, again, a diversion of the real problem. The real problem is greed, obsession with stuff, and a lack of understanding of what recycling is. So I'm not trying to say we need to quit this. No, we need to find a way to minimize our destructive and increase our productive. See, we have landfills filling up and nobody's trying to figure out what to do with all this trash. Just cover it up. Well, the next generation is going to come along and the water's poisoned. Birds are dead. But we're not going to take the time to even try right now. I think that's a failure in humanity to proper prepare for the next generation, which is totally missing the mark, which is a sin from my understanding. So we have to do better. We are required to do better. And yes, I know I have a hat on and a hoodie. Don't need none of that in the comments. My point is, we have to do better because the next generation is dependent on us to lead them. And where are we leading them to? Mars? The desert? As I said before, we got a couple of deserts you can go and visit yourself. California has one. Go there. Live there. Mars is too stupidly far away. It's a dumb idea. We have things we need to fix here. There's an island of trash floating around the planet. Work on that. There's a couple of dams that need to come down so that they can supply the water back to the countries they were supposed to be supplying. And we need to learn what desalinization is. We really need to learn that word because there's a sea of water, literally an ocean of water, that if someone had enough sense to desalinize and run it through the right dirt areas and add minerals to it, it could be great fresh drinking water. Our smarter people need to get more vocal, and we need to get rid of the cool kids from leadership. We should not have voted them in high school and junior high. and made them think they were somebody. Just because they are the best cheerleader or football player, that doesn't make them a king or a queen of anything. But it does give them an ego, enough ego to go all the way to the top. So your politicians, great actors. Yes, they are. A lot of them, from what I understand, are lawyers. Again, it's a great acting job. I'm gonna pretend that he is not innocent and still do my job. I'm gonna pretend that he's not guilty and still do my job, because they have zero morals. Morals mean to do the right thing regardless. I'm not just talking about you. You can go and look that up. That's what it means. Now, we need a moral-based society, not a money-based society. The money-based society is the problem. Morally based societies would not give more money to making weapons a year than they gave to an entire plan that's supposed to make the country better. So we're going to make the country better with less money than we give to the blowing up countries thing per year. They get this much a year. We're going to take that much and give it to this better plan. I'm not even going to call it a name because nowhere in the world that's going to work. And I heard him say something about we're going to replace those copper pipes with what? With all that money? Because that's how much you're going to need to replace one good state. So smoke blowing politicians constantly disturb me. Quick to sign a bill to give their cousins and friends more money to build weapons of mass destruction because those people need jobs, those factories are in place. We have all these B-2 bombers and all these other bombers we have to make because my cousin's contract says we can't lay off all these people. Well, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can lay those people off just like you're laying off people here because we don't need all those guns. We need some books, some innovation. We could be replacing pipes, streets falling apart, remodeling these old buildings in the areas that are already developed rather than going and cutting down trees in undeveloped areas. We could be building this back to beautiful 21st, 22nd century technology-based infrastructure rather than let's go out here, cut down some trees and expand our reach across Mother Nature. We're not leaving the next generation anything. We're going to take it all for ourselves right now. It appears to be the plan. So we have to change direction. It's no doubt about it. Our leadership has basically taken the side of destruction rather than conserving. And that's no matter who you look at, because however you're creating jobs and however you're creating jobs, I'm noticing it's the same thing, cutting down trees, tearing up the environment in order to do so. See, I don't care about your politics. I care about the environment and the next generation and how it's going to be affected by your policies. And your policies currently say, we don't care what the next generation has to deal with. We only care about our comfort today. And since our comfort is on your back, we don't care because you're comfortable. And so the person on TV who is comfortable talking about how they're going to do something for us every 4 years, it's the same story. Every 2 years, it's half of that story. We got a problem with immigration. We know. We got a problem with taxing the rich. We know. We got a problem with abortion. We know. And what's the other one? So what's the other one? Oh, LGBTQ. We got a problem with this. Equal rights and justice. Oh, voting rights. Can't forget voting rights. They always circle back around during every election. Strangely, we've never fixed anything. So how can one president undo what one president did? What kind of United States are we? So again, Project Humanity has a plan. I think we need a council instead of a president. We need to get rid of these parties altogether. It's not a party. It's a broken platform. That's what that is. There is no two sides. There is one side. Cut down the trees, make money. Cut down the trees, make money. Develop, create jobs. Develop, create jobs. No matter how we have to do it, that's how we're going to do it. I haven't heard anybody say we're going to take on a massive recycling effort to stop all this trash collecting or production. Instead of tearing up things and replacing them, we're going to start repairing, remodeling, remaking, rebuilding. I'm not hearing any of that. I'm just hearing make more, tear up more, throw away more. More, give me more, more, more. That is the stupidest, wrongest direction to go in. And you people have kids. So again, I think that's long enough. Long enough for me anyway. So Project Humanity, I got a lot more to say. And I'm going to be saying it later on. Be looking at. Oh yeah. Got the sweatshirt. Yes, I know I got a hat on and a sweatshirt because I didn't get the t-shirt. International. As soon as y'all get the COVID out your system, I'm going somewhere. And don't think them guns are still in there. This is oversized because this finally got cold around here. So we feeling good. But y'all keep God first. Whoever your God is, as long as it's a good God, keep God first and love one another. Please. Curtis Williams, Project Humanity. See you guys later. Peace out. Get some rest.